Hello and welcome to another jack welding specialist video. I'm Fergus, and this episode I'm going to be continuing disassembling the rear axle and showing you where I've got. I've also made a jig to hold the back axle while I take it apart. I've taken the half shafts out, so I'll turn it around and show you now. This is the axle at the minute. I've just made this quick jig to support it whilst I clean it up a bit more. It was a bit better than the floor or axle stands. So I've taken the back of the brake sort of drums off and taken the axles out. I had a manual just to read through just to make sure I was doing it right. I mean, it's kind of self-explanatory, but I wanted to make sure before I mullered it. So yeah, there's a bit of dirt and crap around everywhere really. I haven't cleaned up these yet really. So I will I'm going to clean up these ends, mask up these with gaffer tape and give this all a good wire wheel, and probably use a Scotch roll lock as well. It's upside down at the minute, just that's how it is, but it's interesting to see it's got like a load of red oxide primer underneath, so maybe once I've got it ready to paint I will red oxide primer it first, and then paint it black over the top. I'm going to try and sort of prep it and take all these fixings out without taking the diff off, so then I can paint all the way around and not upset any seals around here, because I think that one's pretty good. That's not seeming to be weeping at all. And then yeah, I'll have to work out how to make these. I've got a couple ideas how I'm going to make them, so once I get to that stage I will show you. And yeah, I think next thing to read up in the book is taking this off and seeing about replacing the seal here, as that is needing to be done. So yeah, that's how far I've got at the minute, and I will see you in the next clip. I continue cleaning up this axle. I've masked off the ends with some gaffer tape, and I'm using this Makita Die grinder. I find this is a lot quieter than using a compressor and an air die grinder. This one has a 6mm shank, so it can you can put roll locks in it with them, Scotch-Brite wheels and all sorts of other bits and bobs. Bloody focus. So yeah, I'm going to use this, and then I'm just going to clean off the worst of the stuff. So when I turn it on, so I'll clean it all up and then show you what I get to. I've put a link in the description of where you can get these, as they are really quite good, and I didn't really know these were about until I thought, I was like, oh, I wonder if someone makes an electric die grinder, because the air ones always get clogged up with water and then stop working, and also it's noisy as fuck. So yeah, gonna crack on and then see how it gets. Hello, so I found this stuff in the shop, and I wondered if it would work to help remove rust, because it's got citric acid. I wondered if it might be a cheap alternative to rust killer. So I've put a load on here just to try and see, and I can see to begin with it's already kind of rusted it up quite quickly. So I'm just going to brush it off and see if it's actually. It seems to have done something. So I'm just going to use my wire wheel and put my goggles on and just so I mean, it appears to have actually, you can see the lighter shade there where the acid was, and this is just from the wire wheel, but I think it's fair to say that's actually pretty good. So I think I'll use this all over. I actually got this in Home Sense, and it was like £2. So compared to a bottle of the actual what's it called, like Genelite Rust Killer, or what's it called? There's like a anyway. Yeah, I think this is going to work. So I will give it a go and see what it does. Some of these acids aren't ideal, so if you were to use brick acid on this, it would be really good at removing it quickly, but the actual rust comes back kind of almost 10 times quicker. So if you were to put hydrochloric acid, which is brick acid, onto here, it would clean it away incredibly, but as soon as you leave it to oxidize, then it would just flash up rust and actually almost make it a bit worse, because even when you paint over it, it would still continue to rust because it's absorbed into the metal. So yeah, I'm going to give it a go with this. If it doesn't work, then I'll have to do it again, but yeah, we'll see what that does.